What's up, guys? It's Ben. How's everyone doing today? Scab at ChoirBoyz Cutlery did a "Why Are Coated Blades Bad" video for me, and he asked me to do a "Why Are Serrated Blades Bad" video. And I'm going to come out with it really quick the next morning because I have the perfect story for this. I actually cleaned this knife for some reason. I took this out and cleaned it out just randomly yesterday before his video even came out. It's funny that I was messing with this knife, and now I'm going to be talking about it today. This is a fully serrated H1 Spyderco something or another. That's right, I don't know the model of this knife because I was working on the eastern shore of Virginia and all the water was salt water. So I wanted a knife that was virtually rust proof, and I was cutting rope. I was cutting miles and miles of sisal rope, thick stuff. We were digging trees and putting them on a tractor trailer, like 30-foot trees. It was pretty crazy, digging up the trees, wrapping them in burlap and putting them in the metal cages and getting them on the tractor trailer and shipping them across the country. We did all of that, every bit of it. So it was a pretty crazy job, and I needed this because I knew that this could get dirty and keep going, and I knew that this could keep cutting rope forever. I don't know why I knew that. I just saw it and knew. I was using something like this before. I was using a Paramilitary 2, my black bladed one with the Digicam handle, the S30V steel. And that knife performed well, but you kind of had to saw through the rope. It's not like that with a serrated blade or a full serrated blade. I think I used this knife a little bit in that same job. Maybe not at that job site, but definitely have done that with this knife. And again, this has awesome serrations. This is a Ontario Model 1. This is a great knife. I love this. I believe it's a rat. Yeah, I think this would be called a rat today. This is a pretty old one. A rat 1. Beautiful knife. Pretty inexpensive. Now that has a pretty terrible coating. This is one of the coatings that made me want to understand why coatings are bad. But like I said, I bought this just to cut rope, and why would you buy a serrated blade just to cut rope and you don't even know how to sharpen it? At that point I knew I couldn't sharpen it. Well, I cut years and years worth of rope I was working 3 or 4 months at that particular job, and I cut so much rope with this knife, and I could do it all over again with this knife. It's not hard. This is just made for cutting something like that. It did not dull it out very much. You can see it's been used quite a bit, but it didn't dull it out so much. And I also wanted to show some way that you could sharpen a serrated blade. This is a Lansky sharpening system. This is probably the best sharpening system you can get under $100. This is like under $40. I think it's like 40 bucks on Amazon. This is a serrated blade sharpener for the Lansky sharpening system. This will work perfect. Pretty much any angle you want to do, especially since serrated blades are probably usually at least in the 20s. So it would definitely be easy to do it with the Lansky. So there's one way that you could sharpen a serrated blade, but my philosophy on serrated blades at the end of the day is you might as well just buy it and use it up until the serrated blade is no good anymore. Unless you end up hitting metal with the serrations or something like that, then that's pretty much going to ruin the knife and you're going to want to try to sharpen it. But it's going to be a lot easier to fix a plain edge knife if you hit a bread tie with it, or if you hit a staple or something with it, and it just ruins the edge. You just put it on any old sharpener and you're good to go. But you got to have special equipment to do the serrations. But I think they're great. I think that they can extremely outperform plain edge knives in some fields, like if you were going to cut rope. But that's pretty much all I have to say about serrated blades. They're great in their place, but I definitely don't want them on anything expensive where they can get ruined and then it becomes a really huge job to try to fix the knife. On anything expensive or anything showy or anything that I may sell one day or something like that, I would want a plain edge. So thank you guys. Thank you, Scab at ChoirBoyz Cutlery. Thanks for watching my serrated blades video.